All right. A couple. I got like 5, maybe 6, no, 6 or 7. I'll grab one. She's with Annapolis News Service doing a story on my kayak crabbing.
Oh yeah. We've got some funny ones lately that, you know, the bodies look small, but the tines are big.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, we were wondering, how do you you know, call them and everything like that? Are you just as you go, you know, check them out?
Usually eyeball. If it looks close enough to be measured, it gets thrown back. And then when I get back to the beach, then I put them in another container, and then whatever doesn't meet the bill just gets thrown in the water. Calibrated eyeball off on that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just right there.
Oh, wow.
A little wiggle.
Yep. I see it.
That's the only one I really see.
No
Yeah,
fish.
everyone else is good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a nice one. I came out here on Sunday, and within about 20 minutes, had a couple dozen of nice ones, all 6 inch and up.
Really?
Yeah.
So say the crabs up in the river have been pretty big this year. I'm really seeing out.
And Sunday was my first time because the reports have been so dismal. It hasn't even been worth the effort to do this in the kayak.
Yeah. Oh, at least you're not really burning fuel though.
None at all. It's battery.
Nice.
I got a lithium battery that I built and run it off of that instead of the 50-pound 24 battery.
Right. We've seen 1 or 2 guys that have like 3 or 4 car battery stuff. And you kind of wonder when it's going to flip and something funny's going to happen.
Did I tell you about someone was telling me they went to West Marine to check out outboard engines, and they now have propane outboard engines.
I've heard of that.
Really?
So you can get like the regular propane container, plug it in, and go. Or, you know, like the small little disposable one, it will give you like 2-3 hours running time. You just screw it right into the top of the outboard.
That's not bad, like one of the campers.
Right. So there you, I mean, that's no exhaust, you know, the only oil is going to be
357
inside the engine, you know, like the lower unit and things like that, so, yeah.
So you're using chicken necks or?
Yeah, chicken necks. I got a 600-foot line from right there behind Frequent Flyer toward the third pylon right off the rocks over there. And Sunday was my first time out this year just because it's been so slow. I'd rather just go and buy them. But my buddy did well, and the best day out here, I usually go on the other side, just upstream of Jonas. And I've gotten a bushel in 2 hours.
Alright, well, thank you very much, sir.
Alright, you know, this is my first time ever running into you guys on the water.
Really?
I've been crabbing for like 3 years. I always see you guys zipping by, but
I would say usually when we see the kayaks crabbing, it's something that this year it's just become really big. And so I think most of us are actually secretly trying to figure out if we can do it. Yeah, but I definitely like the setup, man. That's awesome.
Awesome. It's all about the hand free. Well, thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
All right. That was too short by like less than the 1/8 of an inch. But he was really nice about it because poaching is a big deal, and a lot of people willingly and knowingly take crabs that are too small. So that's why they spot check. So, did you hear when I was talking to you?
No.
Oh, okay, I was talking to you when I knew they were approaching.
Oh, well, I talked to you and I was like, what did you say?
They were just chit-chatting for the most part. Yep. Yeah, and he
like you said, they're just doing out right now.
Yep. I got it all on video as well. glad I threw those smaller ones back, which I normally do, but you know, you just never know who's watching or when you're gonna get checked. And as a recreational crabber, I'm not allowed to keep females. So some people will try to sneak them in, and then you get a fine. Like, they fine you for each crab. They fine you for each illegal crab, so it's not worth it.